are live tonight, and of course, I will not be showing my face because I don't want to. I'm not about to put myself. So, videos off. Hello, Grimy. How are you? Jasmine Rice from Color People. I'm always on Color People Timing, bro. Always. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was contemplating if I was gonna be on the crapper. I really was. But then I was like, I don't think the ball's ready to drop yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I really don't think I'm it's gonna be anything happening there. So, how are you, man? How's it going? What's shaking? Currently with me, what do I have to share? I don't think I have any new info, to be honest. Well, actually, hmm. Well, yeah, I do have some slight new things to share. Like, well, it actually is not new. So, how do I say this without oversharing, I should say? Let me make sure these messages are on because I always be coming in here and then it don't be on all messages. Oh my gosh, I feel full. And you know what's so crazy? Oh, he did not shut that door. But you know what is so crazy to me? It's the fact that I have been craving Baldock ramen so bad. Like I was cooking dinner. I baked some potatoes with some jerk chicken in the oven. And then I made some spinach on the side. It was pretty good. Hey Jasmine, how are you? But a strong part of me was like, ooh, Baldock ramen sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. And then after I ate, I was like, oh my gosh, you know what? I think I'm going to eat some late night ramen. But I'm not going to. I'm going to chill out because even though I feel like I'm going to be hungry later tonight, probably be for the best that I don't eat anything hot or spicy. Especially, and it's probably for the best that I don't go crazy and eat nothing late, considering I've been doing really well with not eating after 9 p.m. because we supposed to be going out tomorrow to hang out with friends, and I just know if I end up eating late, that's gonna mess up my whole poop schedule. So I'm not going to. like, okay, let me know. So let me know, y'all. Do y'all have a number two schedule? And what I mean, I know this is kind of vulgar, but do y'all have a schedule where at y'all age, y'all feel like y'all regularly end up having to use the bathroom? Because personally, since I've gotten older, I go around the same time. Like I like I can't explain it, but for some reason I feel like I have a regular schedule. And I know that if I get off schedule of the way I eat naturally, it's gonna mess me up where I'm gonna end up like going out somewhere and then I'm gonna have to go. And I hate going to the bathroom. Like I hate going in public restrooms to do my business for specific things. Like I'd rather be at home if I'm gonna have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that. Mm-mm. All right, let me go through these comments. Hot girl, were y'all able to get the air conditioner fixed? Oh, hey Granny, how are you? Finally. Okay, not too much on me. Okay, black. Okay. You know what, Grimy, you hush. Ooh, Baldock. Hot, can't wait for our air to get fixed. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad y'all gonna get it fixed because, it's so rough dealing with the heat and you have no air conditioning. I couldn't stand those moments. That's why I was telling you earlier if I get hot, I'll just put my feet in a bucket of cold water. Ooh, fun outing. Yeah, we're supposed to be going to see Spider-Man, which I'm really excited to see because I really don't know anything about what's supposed to be happening. I'm so excited to see Doomsday at the end of the year. That's gonna be so good. I don't know what's gonna happen. I do need to see the last Fantastic Four movie because I did not see it though. Yes, the poop schedule. I do have one. Okay, I had to stop eating Bardock. Them shits mess up my stomach. So this is what I do, right? When it comes to Bardock ramen, ooh, I love the carbonara one down. That's my favorite one. And for me, I have to coat my stomach whenever I eat Bardock. So Bardock cannot be my first meal for the day. It cannot, because otherwise my stomach will be flip flopping. The bathroom gonna see me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I have to basically I have to eat. So if I eat Bardock, it's always gonna be for dinner. I will never eat it for any other meal other than dinner, because that's the only way I know my stomach and my bowels will be safe. Okay, what I'm saying? Like, so there's a method to the madness, right? So I will do breakfast. I have to make sure I eat breakfast and lunch, and then I will eat Bardock for dinner to maintain safety of thyself and thy bowels. You know, you cannot raw dog Bardock. You cannot Bardock ramen cannot be the first ramen you eat as an adult. Like as a 30, as a late 20s, anything past late 20s, you cannot raw dog Bardock as the first meal of the day. You cannot do it, because it will mess you up. It will mess you up every time. Oh, you don't have a schedule, it just happens. See, I wish I could be that. But see, I think the reason why you don't have a schedule is because you drink coffee. And I feel like because coffee is a natural laxative, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna go when y'all go, you know? I got one. Every time I take my break, I take it right before I clock out for work. Okay, we love to see you getting paid for that, S. We love to see it. It will be tomorrow. She said finding yours. I'm pretty good. I'm glad she's doing well. I'm okay. I will be slightly talking about, not necessarily something personal, but I will slightly be talking about my irritation that I went through yesterday, because man, I made a whole video. When I tell you guys, I was so emotional yesterday, and I'm not like, I just got off my ladies days um like a couple days ago, so I know it's not period related. Like, I know my feelings was actually hurt. And yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it later. What's up, y'all? And yeah, Jazz, I definitely figured out my schedule years ago. See, love to see it. Hey, Cajun, how are you? Love to see it, because, you know, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I didn't have a schedule. But now that I'm older, I have one, and I do like to stick to it. But I do hate when we go places, because it almost makes me want to change the way I eat prior, because I don't want to be caught outside with my pants down in the literal sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can deal with outside heat, but you always get the welcome surprise of cool air inside. I completely understand you. I completely understand, because the thing that I don't like about outside heat is how it stifles my nose. You know, it's like the humidity goes up my nose, and I feel like my breathing is impacted. And that's why I always tell people, like, you know, it's really good to invest in one of those personal fans. Like, they may not do the most, but some of them are really good, you know. Oh, that's exciting. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, Red. How are you? Hey, Ariana. How are you, girl? I watched Spider-Man on that app yesterday. It was fire. Listen, I'm a support Mr. Tom of the Holland and Zendaya, okay? This app is so illegal. Had the movie before it even came out in theaters. Grimy, I'm gonna need you to stop incriminating yourself on my freaking chat, okay? I'm gonna need you, you know. I swear, like, you be telling us stuff, and I just be like, my gosh, man, incriminating. Please. The way I had to refine that app, I was gonna ask you, because Moana just not popping up on it. It could be because it's Disney too. Um, like more of a Disney animated. But then again, I don't know how they handle that stuff. I can't see Baldock as a breakfast thing. People be eating that for breakfast, and that junk is mad crazy to me. I don't understand. Like, I can understand eating ramen for, I guess, breakfast if you don't feel well, like if you sick and it's like an alternative to chicken soup or something like that. But naturally, I wouldn't eat ramen for breakfast. You know what? True. The way I make my noodles, I put an egg yolk in a bowl with the hot seasonings and a little bit of cube pie mayo. You know, I keep hearing about people eating the cube pie mayo. It's this one TikToker that I follow on Facebook as well as on YouTube, and she just be eating anything. But some of that stuff be so like it be looking good. And earlier today, I was watching this one lady eat some Baldock onion cups, and I was like, I'm gonna try that one day because I feel like it'll be good. Um, and then put the hot water in the bowl, then the noodles and the cheese. I normally would cook my egg prior to adding it to the ramen personally. I remember having to shoes outside. I was with my ex. We had left the club and was driving home, and I kept farting, and my stomach was hurting. So we had to pull over on the freeway, and I right on the side. Good thing she had wipes. Now, you know what? I'm gonna just leave it alone. Um, cause that's pretty crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, I have a question for you, Grimy. Did you leave it there or did you pick it up? Did you leave the excrement of thy bowels on the side of the road? Please do tell, because I am rather curious. What is cube pie mayo? So I think it's just a, what is it? Is it Korean or Japanese? I know it's like an Asian form of mayo, and I see people put it in their ramen. They put it on sushi, but a lot of people have been using it on TikTok and just putting it on whatever. And I don't know if it tastes like base mayo, like Hellman's or some store bought from like the regular grocery store, or if it's specifically from the Asian grocery stores. I really don't know. I'm a summer baby. My B day's Monday, so it hit different for me, I guess. Plus, there's no holiday in August, so we Leos feel special. Bruh. Well, happy early birthday, because, well, I guess unless you post a video, because I could say happy birthday if you post a video, but happy early birthday, Cajun, and I hope you have a good day. I hope you eat good foods, have good birthday cake. Man, birthday cake sound good. I made some banana pudding earlier. Well, yesterday actually, last night. I made some banana pudding late, and I ended up using oat milk for it. I used a combination of oat milk and canned milk, and it actually was pretty good. It wasn't bad. I would do it again. Because I was kind of concerned if it wasn't going to taste right, but it actually tasted pretty good. However, I was kind of annoyed because I noticed that the pudding that I picked up wasn't instant pudding. It was the kind you cook on the stove, and that was my first time making the pudding on the stove. But it actually, like, it turned out a little lumpy. However, when I put it in the pudding, it really didn't matter. It just blended together, and it was actually pretty good. I would do it again, but I still prefer the instant pudding much better. The evidence was left there. Grimy, I'm gonna need you to get them bowels in order. Okay? I'ma need you to not leave shiznit on the side of the road. I'ma need you to I hope you learned from this, okay? Wait, who left caca? It's Japanese mayo. Okay. Thank you. It tastes like a custard mayo. I can't explain. Huh. Custard mayo. So is it like the texture is more custardish? I don't know about this mayo. What did you want me to do? Pick it up? I mean, okay. So if it was me, I would have had a plastic bag somewhere in the car, put it in there, and then, you know, threw it into the nearest trash can. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have just left it there, you know? I'm not picking up no scat. I'm just saying. But but yeah. That's you always have some of the most interesting stories, I tell you. Dude, I was with my ex. I was already embarrassed enough. Mm. What did you eat prior? Because I'm actually very curious. You was really dancing in a club, shaking it up, and you said, "Oh, I gotta go." like, like, brother, he really do. Every single time, he got a good story. I'm telling you, man, you could probably have a book or something. The journey of Shane, the the life of Shane from Grimey's perspective. Like, that could be your book title. And you know, I liked how in Jasmine's live she had shared some of her book. And I know you had shared that some of the stories you had shared, some of them were real and then some of them weren't. And I really like that because I was like, you know, it's always interesting when you think about how everybody has their own experiences and everybody has their own life. And, you know, people go through different stuff and people go through different things when it comes to dating or stuff with family or stuff with their jobs or, you know, certain goals they're trying to obtain and reach. And I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the reasons why I appreciate YouTube, because with YouTube, it's basically kind of like you journaling, you know, whatever is going on in your life. Now, not don't get me wrong, a lot of people do be lying. A lot of people will be get up here on these TikToks, on YouTube, on Instagram, and they'll be faking and, you know, portraying themselves a certain way. But at the same time, I think it's pretty cool that you can basically share your story and you can go back to like look at stuff that you did in the past and, you know, go back to look at what you did with your life and like your journey and stuff like that. Personally, I don't think I would ever write a book about my life, just because I don't think people would care enough. Or people would care to be nosy. Like, people would definitely care to be nosy. But I also know I went through some unfortunate situations where it's like, you know, I feel like you really got to be careful about sharing some things on the internet. I actually have a video that I'm coming out with. What is it? I don't know if it'll be this. I think it might be this week or next week, but it's gonna be about oversharing online, basically, because I have so many different times where I feel like oversharing, or so many, or actually the fact that I have overshared, my gosh, especially when I was younger, oof. I'm so glad I do not overshare online anymore. Because it was embarrassing. Mad embarrassing. Where was I? Where was I? We had went to a place called Chef Smelly before going. And I bet it was stank. Yo, Jazz, I sent you something on IG. We talk about it later or whatever, but it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch Strawberry Cheesecakes. See, so this is the thing, right? I'm going to still look at it, but this is the thing. Hey, Grace, how are you? I'm trying to remember, did I even eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I feel like I didn't like Cinnamon Toast Crunch when I was a kid, and I feel like I've only had it one time in my life. However, if it's some sort of dessert, I probably would like it. Also, heads up, this is an unpopular opinion, but your girl does not like cheesecake. I know. I have never been a cheesecake girly, and I think it's because the I feel like it's because it has a sour taste, so I don't really mess with it. I have made cheesecake before and people have liked it, but I don't personally eat it myself. So if I end up making some cheesecake-ish, it's probably gonna be for my husband or for somebody else, to be honest. I don't know, my stories are kind of unbelievable sometimes, but boy, sad but true. Man, sometimes it be like that. Like, sometimes you really go through different experiences and you're like, wait, did that really happen to me? Especially when you sit down and reflect. Crazy stuff. Not sad. Yeah, people are. Hi, Khabib. How are you? Or Khabib. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. You don't? The F. I do not like cheesecake. I really do not. Y'all can have any cheesecake that comes my way because I will not be eating it. Nah, bruh. Cheesecake is the best. For y'all. For y'all. Y'all can keep it. Because I will not be eating it. Like, I think the only cheesecake I did not mind was I went out, what was that, 2-3 years ago? We went to this really fancy restaurant and they had a banana Foster cheesecake, and that actually was not nasty to me. However, it did still have that sour taste that I absolutely loathe. And yeah, I gave it to my husband. Because I'm like, I'm not about to be eating that, to be honest. It's certain ones that taste good, certain ones don't. Maybe I've only had the certain ones that don't. I did make an Oreo cheesecake before, and it was actually not bad, but I would never choose to eat it because whenever I've tried eating cheesecake, it always made me nauseated. But keep in mind, to me, I like stuff that... So, cheesecake tastes too much like cheese to me. To me, personally, okay? Or too much like dairy. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So, whenever I eat it, it makes me nauseous and it makes me feel nauseated. And it's not sweet enough for me. It's like there's sweet mixed in with it, but it don't taste good to me. So, I'm like, yeah. Anybody else who loves cheesecake, go ahead. You can take mine because I am not a fan. But, what was I about to say? It was something I was about to tell y'all. So, look, I am as American as a red elephant, but you know that I hate apple pie. Yeah, I don't like apple pie either. I don't, so I'm a very picky person. Let's just get that out there. I'm a very picky person. I do not like fruity pastries. I don't like apple pie. I don't like anything with cherries. Anything cherries, I don't want. I do not like real cherry flavor. I only like artificial cherries. Like artificial cherry candy. I do like sweet potato pie. And I do like the Hershey silk pie, or like silk pie in general, but that's it. I don't like any other type of pie. I know that was random, but since we're on the topic of sweets and pies, oh no, go off, go off. We could talk about food. You know I love to talk about food, but I will say I'm very picky when it comes to my desserts. Not us being fatties again and talking about food as we will while I eat my spaghetti. Spaghetti sounds so good. I haven't made spaghetti in a while. I might have to do that. I was watching this video of this girl, because y'all know I'll be bookmarking. Oh yeah, go ahead, put in the Discord. But I'll be bookmarking recipes to try or whatever on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And this girl made spaghetti, but she like layered it with like mozzarella cheese, and then she baked it for a couple minutes. Um, and you know, I've heard of baked spaghetti before, but I never did it myself. So I think I'm gonna try and do that one day, make some baked spaghetti with cheese on it. And it honestly just gives me lasagna energy. You know what I mean? Sweet potato pie slaps. It does. It really does. I love sweet potato pie. I hate pumpkin pie. That's actually going to be a video, I believe, in September for me, where I'm going to be trying pumpkin pie because I bought a pie last year. It's frozen. And I did not end up baking it, but it's still good. I think it expires in October, but I'm going to try to make it in September. So I guess we're going to see if I like pumpkin pie or not. Hopefully it's not nasty. Same. That just made my stomach bubble. What just made your stomach bubble? It was a couple other things. Okay, so this another thing. Whoop, this another thing I was thinking about trying, right? So y'all know how everybody been doing the different types of boils. So you got the seafood boils, people do the egg boils, stuff like that. Somebody did an onion boil. Now, I just recently got into eating cabbage, and somebody made a cabbage boil, and then I also saw this recipe for dirty cabbage, and I'm not gonna lie, I want to make that junk so bad. I want to see what it tastes like. And basically they did like a whole bunch of Cajun seasonings with the cabbage, and then they had ground beef in it, and that junk looks so good. And I was like, I think I'm gonna try to make that. I think that's gonna be one of the meals I make um either in August or September. Cause y'all know I'm trying to like, did I make anything new this month? Actually, I think I made Salisbury steak this month. I think that's the only new thing I made. Cause I've been trying to make new food every month, like try something new to add to our rotation. Cause normally I make the same things all the time, but this year I was trying to be experimental. So I think I'm gonna try the cabbage boil and the dirty cabbage. I think that's what they call it. Spaghetti layered with mozzarella. Do you like lasagna? Cabbage boil is fire, but I rather just eat southern fried cabbage. Now, is that where they do the cabbage steaks? Because I've been seeing people do the cabbage steaks where they like cut them and then they fry them, but it looks like, I don't want to say it looks like a steak because that's not what it looks like, but they basically just, what is the word? What is the word? Where they cut it. I can't even think of what I'm thinking of, bro. But basically, it's called cabbage steaks. And they keep cooking them in the pan, and then basically people eat it like it's a steak. And I was contemplating on making that, but you get yourself some cabbage, cut up some andouille sausage, get bell peppers, red and yellow I like. Cut those up, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Let me just screenshot this. Thank you. I just screenshot that because I may try that. I saw that dirty cabbage. It does look good. And I don't like cabbage outside of coleslaw. See, and that's how I feel too, because so I used to, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really like coleslaw when I was younger, like kid to teenager. I didn't really like coleslaw. I think the only coleslaw I did not mind, even though it was forced, it was still forced. I would sometimes eat KFC coleslaw, right? So I've kind of been off eating cabbage completely. Then, what was it? A couple years back. Actually, no. I think it was like 6 years ago. I ended up getting some Dave's Hot Chicken. I should do a Dave's Hot Chicken mukbang one of these days. But anyways, I ordered some Dave's Hot Chicken. And they were the first experience I had with eating like cabbage on something. Oh wait, no. That's a lie. I've had cabbage at some of these Japanese restaurants because they would have like a little salad with that little orange sauce, and that junk was actually pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you. That junk was delightful. I don't know what that sauce was, but it was good. But at Dave's Hot Chicken, though, they always do the little chicken tender. You know, you pick whatever heat range you want, mild, really high, all the other stuff that they got. And then they would put the coleslaw on the chicken sandwich. And that was my first time experiencing that. And that junk was so good to me. And I was like, wow, maybe I could do cabbage. And then there was a couple of other restaurants who added the cabbage to their chicken sandwiches too. So I was like, maybe I don't mind cabbage. So then I had bought some cabbage. What was that, last month? I think it was last month. And I had added some cabbage to my ramen, and that junk tasted so good to me. So good. But I did cook it. But I don't know. I kind of want to see if I like cabbage. My mom is always making cabbage. Always. And every time I tell her no, I don't want none. But yeah. I don't like lasagna. I'm not Garfield. You sound, you know what? I'm not going to judge you because I'm picky as well. And I remember when I was younger, I didn't mess with lasagna either. So I'm going to chill on you because lasagna does have a lot of different stuff in it. I love lasagna when I make it. Also, I think it also depends on the cheese that's used in it because a lot of people will make lasagna with ricotta cheese, and I absolutely hate ricotta cheese. I always use cottage cheese, and it tastes better to me with cottage cheese, personally. I've also made a lasagna with spinach and mushroom in it, and that junk was so freaking good. I'm gonna have to do that again when it gets colder outside. Add a little bit of honey just for sweetness, just to balance out the salt. I don't like putting honey on savory stuff. I really don't, bro. I really don't. But honestly, if it's not too much honey, I feel like I could do with that. I feel like I could do it. Oh, and Tony's Cajun seasoning. I have actually never tried Tony's Cajun seasoning. I've only tried Old Bay and Slap Your Mama. Like that's the only two I've tried. I like coleslaw on my hot dogs. I've never had coleslaw on hot dogs. Usually I'll just do mustard, and if I'm feeling fancy, I'll do some chili on there with some onion. Cause that's like what they call a Detroit coney, I believe. But that's what I'll do with my hot dogs if I'm feeling extra. But I've never had coleslaw on hot dogs before. You can also use bok choy instead of cabbage. I have never had that before. That's on my list of food to try. I like cabbage. Now, grimy. What'd I say? Slap Your Mama works too. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, I feel like Tony's is at our grocery store, but I feel like I don't be, maybe it's because I don't naturally be looking for it. Um, what else was I about to say? I really just be yapping. I get off track. um. Anyways, so change your plans, y'all. Okay, so originally, let me put this phone down. Okay, do I sound any different right now? Let me know in the comments. Do I sound any different from literally like 20 seconds ago? Do I sound any different? Okay, great. So, originally, okay, thank you. I put all that stuff on the hot dog too. I just didn't want to type all that. I feel you. So, originally, I okay, cool. I was supposed to go camping this year, yeah? And I was gonna do a whole series because I absolutely love camping. Like, camping is so much freaking fun. I've told y'all before, if you've never been camping as an adult, I really believe you should go because it is a lot of fun. It's a great time. However, I will say it really depends on, who you go with. You cut your hot dog. So, for me personally, I like to cut my hot dog down the middle, but leaving like it's still connected. However, sometimes I will poke holes in it, but normally I just like to do the slit down the middle because I don't know, it just come out so better. And normally I fry my hot dogs. I absolutely hate boiled hot dogs. I always fry mine. Hey Mark, how are you? But anyways, so I was supposed to go camping. However, considering the state of affairs with the fickleness of the smoky Canada fire situation, I was like, it probably would not be ideal to go camping during this time. So we're probably going to host another barbecue. Normally we do one barbecue a year for like a collective, but I guess this year we were going to do two because we hosted that one for my mom's side of the family. And then not him doing the most. Anyways, can y'all hear my dog barking? How's everyone doing? I'm all right, just yapping as usual. How are you? Good, eating dinner. I know that junk good. And all about the camping. Yeah, because I really did want to go. But we're probably just gonna try to do it next year, like a little bit earlier and prior to summer next year. But you know, I was I always lose my train of thought. I hate when I get to yapping. Anyway, you know what? Let me talk about something else. Cause I swear my mind be hopping from topic to topic. So I a few things. You know what I don't like? I don't like performative people, right? Now, I'm gonna share this information. Actually, I don't really need to share that. You don't even smoke and be forgetting. I swear it's perimenopause, bro. I swear. I swear it's because the older you get as a woman, the older you get, your mind just be fleeting. And then also, we talking or whatever. And so, I'm just processing different things that are being said. I'm trying to acknowledge everybody, but also trying to acknowledge the thought processes that I have, and I can't remember anything. Anyways, but as I was saying, we be forget. I swear it's perimenopause, girl. I really be so dramatic. It probably ain't that. Like, but but no. So y'all, I hate performative people, bro. Like, when I tell you, okay, so that's the thing, right? Now, social media people be performing, and I don't have no issue with people performing on social media. Like, that's your job, that's what you do. However, I don't like when people be lying, about their situations and stuff like that for like sympathy or like to get views and stuff. Like, that junk is weird to me. Like, why are you being weird? Ooh, child, even with Perry in front of it, no. I'm telling you, girl, I was looking up the symptoms of perimenopause earlier. Why is it that women have to suffer? And don't bring up that. I'm not gonna cuss. Don't bring up that heifer Eve, okay? Like, we really be going through the most. Like, once the blood starts, it's just downhill from there. Like, until after we get past menopause. It's literally entry level. You're good to go. You're fine. But the moment we get into the bleeding of the things, and then the baby making of the things, and then the periomeno, and then the meno. Listen, I want to deal with it. Wait, you can have a period and menopause at the same time? So, normally what happens is when someone is going through menopause, it's basically them stopping, like they're going through a phase of their hormones changing, as well as them about to stop being able to, do the eggs and stuff where they can have babies and where they can get pregnant. And a lot of times, a lot of women end up continuing to have their periods. However, some of them have constant periods throughout this period of time or shorter periods. It just really depends on the woman. Wait, you old enough for menopause? Don't do me, okay? I said perio-meno, not menopause. I said perio. Oh, that goes first. Not meno. I said perio. Okay, let me break this down to you, okay? So, perio is the initiator, and this is normally a lot of people. Women start perio-meno or can start perio-meno in their middle 30s. However, most women do start it in their 40s, and then menopause happens. So that's, I'm exaggerating because I don't think I actually am perio-meno, to be completely honest with you, but I will be coming out with a video about the body changes I've been experiencing because it's been rough. It's been a really hard time. Actually, it hasn't been that bad, but the body changes have been changing. Like, I have a video I'm coming out about the body changes I'm experiencing in my 30s. And then I also have a video I'm going to be dropping in August about my period changes. In the event that some of you guys are nosy, if you're men, it'd be a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, who chose this? I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even choose to be born, but here I am, bleeding every freaking month. And then also trying to avoid freaking getting pregnant, dodging the semen, dodging the sperm. And I just can't stand it. It really grinds my ass. And the thing that be blowing me is, how is it that I just can't take the control of the birth? I can't take the birth of the control, and I be done with it, but now I gotta think about the side effects, the symptoms. When I tell y'all, I just want to live. I want to exist with all this bullshit. Oh my God. I'm so freaking annoyed. And the hormones be having me. You know what I'm saying? They be catching me up, getting me caught up in so many different ways. And I'm like, is you crazy? But listen, I'm working on myself. We are working on our bodies. We are working on ourselves, okay? Anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. I love how, as a man, you aren't afraid to say period. That's so refreshing. You know what? You are correct, because most men do be afraid to talk about or even ask certain questions. It's nice that you are interested. I will say it is nice you are interested, Grimy. I thought menopause equaled menstrual pause. You know what? Now I gotta Google menstrual. I heard that word in Game of Thrones, I believe. Menstrual definition. What's this say? Now, Grimy, a minstrel is a medieval musical entertainer, a general poet or singer, or a performer in the 19th century American minstrel show. No. Menopause does not equal me jigging in my britches like a gesture with a freaking, what is that thing called? Ukulele, as I sing y'all songs of the land. That is not what menopause is, man. Menopause is when the women go through the unfortunate cycle, but fortunate for me, but the unfortunate cycle of being able to release the clutches and hinges of being able to be birthing babies. Ugh, I look forward to when I'm dried up. I mean, not like that, but I look forward to when I don't have no eggs dropping. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here. Anyways, yes, gotta say that again. Ain't nobody talking about regular menopause. It been tough enough, girl. Listen, rough. Dying laughing over here, man. No, it's called growing old. Listen. I like being able to age. You know what I'm saying? I like that actually debatable. I like existing. However, I don't like paying bills. I like existing, but I don't like struggling. I don't like having to pay for stuff. Um, but yeah, growing old is a blessing. It is. The dodging that got me cracking up, dodging of semen. I'm just saying, man, it's hot as F. Girl, I'm telling you, listen, I remember when we didn't have no air, I was sitting with some peas on my feet. Frozen peas, mind you. Some frozen carrots on my thigh. And I had some frozen black eyed peas on my forehead, okay? Listen, you gon' cool me off in this hot heat. It sure is. Can I know of some that be like, call it something else? Bruh, I call it girl time. Not, girl time is crazy. Like, I will say ladies' days to be politically, socially normal. I'm like, you want your peen right? Jasmine, please. I've literally went and bought pads for my ex. See, I love that. Oh, see, that's nice. I meant menstrual, my bad. To be called peen. They be afraid to say menstrual, too. Not girl time, sound like male time. The word menstrual is a homophone. I didn't mean to type in all caps. No, a minstrel show and where blackface was pop culture. Not trying to be doom and gloom, but check it out when you get time, chat. Let's look at some race. I mean, oh, let me not say something and YouTube block me. Let's see what comes up. Minstrel show. A minstrel show, also called minstrelsy, was an American form of theater developed in the early 19th century. The shows were performed by mostly white actors wearing blackface makeup for the purpose of portraying racial stereotypes of African Americans. Minstrel shows stereotyped black people as dim-witted, lazy buffoons, greedy, cowardly, superstitious, and happy-go-lucky. You know what? I must say, it's so unfortunate. Actually, you know what? This leads me to a different point, too. But it's so unfortunate, the stuff that our people have went through. You know what I'm saying? The jokes that have been made. And I still say it's mad crazy that people saw us as being lazy. You the one who needed slaves to do all the work. Like, be so for real. But anyways, so did y'all hear? Actually, let me Google it before I say it because I don't know if it's fact or if people were sharing misinformation on the internet. Let's Google before I share with y'all some misinformation. Reputable. I wish there was a more reputable source. Oh, it is accurate. So, did y'all hear about how an AI lab is buying, scanning, and shredding millions of red books? Did you guys hear about that? Artificial intelligence labs are in a new arms race to buy up millions of rare books, slicing them open, scanning the pages, and pulping the remains, sparking concerns that the last remaining copies of out of print text are being destroyed on an industrial scale. Crazy stuff. We are in some unfortunate times. But yeah, they are gaining knowledge and destroying it. So that's something, you know what I'm saying? Not the Black Eyed Peas. It's more like arms and upper body high. A lot of sweating. Girl, I'm telling you. What do they have? They have the cold packs, I think it is. I need to buy some of those. Let me add some of those to my cart, actually. Cajun, you're alright. I mean, it's both historically, but yeah. I was trying to say it politely. I hollered. Yeah, white actors were dressed in blackface. It was the precursor to movies like Birth of a Nation. Y'all all should watch Birth of a Nation, the 1800 version, not the newer one. Let's see. Let's add that to our tabs. Birth of a Nation. You said 1800. 1800. Ah. 1915. A silent film. You know, I don't think I've actually watched a silent film all the way through. That could be something I add to my list. I told the chat to look it up, but the accent was great. Yeah, I saw that too with the AI. Yeah, we are in an unfortunate time. I didn't hear about it, but it makes sense. Fahrenheit 451 talked about it. It's a pretty good book. Yeah, I've heard of that book. It was recommended to me multiple times. I'm gonna add that to my book list. A dystopian classic about the dangers of banning books. Truly unfortunate. Because if they do not know their history, they are doomed to repeat it. Not gonna lie, hopefully I'm dead. I mean, that sounds so dark. But I'm saying, like, when stuff really hits the fan, let me be in the pasture. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. No pain for me, please. Bless it, you know? Because I'm a very realistic girl. Like, there's only so much I'm going to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to survive anything that is horrible. Like, and when don't get me wrong, stuff is bad, but it's not bad as it could be. But I love when the British accent comes out. Not gonna lie, hopefully I'm dead. I'm just saying, like, when stuff really gets really bad, I would not want to be around to see it. I mentioned before that I think social media is good because it informs us. However, social media is really bad nowadays for a few different reasons. But the main thing that I'm gonna focus on right now is the fact that there is a lot of fear mongering and stuff like that. And, you know, it's not really anything helpful. It's just like, oh my gosh, the recalls, oh my gosh. And it's like, okay, could you provide an alternative instead of just saying it's some recall? You know what I'm saying? Like, or could you actually tell details about where stuff is recalled? Because a lot of people will share, oh, this is recalled, but they're not sharing the exact places of where it is. And people are thinking, oh, it's here. I guess people I know that was talking about the eggs are recalled. I'm like, babe, that's not here. People were talking about the garlic powder being recalled. I'm like, that's in Canada, bro. What are you talking about? I'm going to need y'all to read articles. I'm going to need y'all to Google stuff. Don't just believe whatever you see on the freaking internet. And to be honest, I used to be like that too, but I'm telling you, people lie to you a bit too many times. You start looking stuff up, okay? Like, especially with people on the internet. A lot of people just do stuff for views, for clout, because they're gonna make some money. So it's very annoying. See, I was deep into all this in the 2010s. I watched Ancient Aliens, y'all. I was in there. I feel like Amazon, the Fire Stick keeps recommending me Ancient Aliens, and then they were recommending me something about the Nephilim. Um, cause I was supposed to start reading the Ethiopian Bible, but then unfortunately, when I was going to buy it, it ended up recommending me a couple of other Bibles that had the extra books alongside the Ethiopian. And I'm just like I know they find different books, and I know that King James pick and chose what to put in there. But I'm just like, bro, it's just too much. It's really too much. Ancient Aliens was the ish. And that's the thing too. I don't need to be watching nothing that's gonna give me nightmares because I dream too vividly. Actually, lately this past week, I've been dreaming mad vivid. And I go through spells of dreaming vivid dreams. And I kind of don't like that. Well, it really depends on what's going on because my dreams are not necessarily chill. I'm normally fighting something or like trying to save somebody. And I haven't been watching anime lately, so I'm really tripping. Like, why am I having these weirdo dreams? You know what I'm saying? Because normally, when I end up fighting people and saving people, it's because of something I was watching. So, like the other time at the beginning of the month, I was having weird dreams, but it's because I was watching the first Underworld movie, which makes sense because she gunslinging, she out there pew pewing them guys. So in turn. Actually, I normally don't be slinging, but I do have powers in my dreams normally. But I was not expecting to have vivid dreams as I have been this week, but I think it's because I've been being emotional lately. I'll need you to Google that. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Yes. Because people do not be doing their research. I have the Apocrypha. I have the Apocrypha, the Book of Enoch, and the Book of Jashir. I've never heard of that one. Jashir. Book. I've skimmed through the Book of Enoch, and it made me quite concerned. For various reasons. Oh, no, that's not what I was looking up. Jashir. Because I've never heard of that one before. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Jashir is mentioned in the Bible. The Book of the Upright, or Book of the Just Man. And that's the other thing too. So another video I'm going to be coming out with probably in September. I'm going to be doing a personal curriculum, and a personal curriculum is basically you come up with a couple different subjects you want to do for yourself, and you learn about those subjects basically. And it could be anything. But you learn about those subjects and you can give yourself quizzes and tests on it. And the Bible is one of the ones that I want to do. It's going to be an ongoing curriculum for me. Probably is going to last me the next 4 or 5 years with the way that I'm setting it up and the way I want to do it. Because I want to have something spiritual that I do. And then I'm going to have I want to do spiritual, physical, I forgot what, something artsy or creative. It was another thing that I said I was going to do. Oh, cooking. Something cooking related. But I'm really excited about it. And to some degree, I kind of already have one thing I'm doing that's kind of in my curriculum, but at the same time, it isn't like the way that I set it up, I guess. The way I originally wanted to. But oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I don't like performative people, right? Um and when I think of performative people, I mean like people who like to, let's say you know somebody in real life and they like to treat people, how can I do this without telling too much of my business? Yes, it is fake people, but it's a specific type of fake. Because it's like levels. But let's say you know somebody and they will make it seem like y'all are cool, right? However, they don't really talk to you like that. They don't really vibe with you like that. They don't really see you like that. And the times when they do reach out to you, it's either because they need something or it's because they want to connect with you in a way where they can run and go tell somebody else, like, oh, you know, I hung out with this person and we did this and we did that, to brag. And you kind of just be sitting there like, you're bragging about nothing because you don't know me. And we don't talk like that. We talk maybe once a year. And I don't like stuff like that. You know, I don't like people who put on performances where they're like, oh, look at me. And they don't put in the work. Or, oh, look at me. And they don't do what they're supposed to do. But they want everybody to think that they are a certain way and they want to appear a certain way and they keep up with appearances. But when it comes down to who they are as a person, how they operate as a person, it's all fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insincere. Actions are chosen strictly for how they look to an audience, not out of genuine interest. Yes, exactly. Literally that. And basically, I kind of was dealing with a situation this past like week of something of that nature. And I'm not gonna lie, like that junk really rubbed me the wrong way. Like I recorded a whole video when I was in my fields yesterday, and I did. I started crying a little bit, and then I was like, "Hell no, we are a real G. Like delete that junk." Like, but I also was like, you know what? Might have to get that therapy appointment, like because I was like, you know, it really sucks when it's like you accept people for how they move, but at the same time it's like you look at situations and you're like, this is exactly why I don't allow people to have access to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I'm cool as F, you know what I'm saying? I'm easy to get along with or whatever, and I could basically vibe with anybody. Like even as an introvert, I can vibe with anybody. However, I won't share certain aspects of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know my interests, or like a lot of, hey T Berries, how are you? Or like a lot of people don't know certain things that I'm into, you know? But at the same time, it's like I think it's weird to act like you know somebody or to like put on a performance for other people because you want them to think we're closer than we are, and we are not close at all. And it's your fault that we are not close. And yeah, I was going through that, and I was just like, certain experiences with people, it really makes you realize, like, yeah, I'm good on you. I am completely good on knowing you. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all had a great day. I'll be in and out watching Just Mercy, and it's so good. Just Mercy. I hope you had a great day too. I do appreciate you for coming by, girl. Just Mercy. Did you tell us about that? Just Mercy. No, I think it was something else you recommended. Oh, it's a movie. You know what? Why the hell am I not a mod yet? Am I not fam? So grimy. Surprisingly, I don't really get too many trolls in here. But one of the reasons why I didn't make you a mod, I guess I can make you a mod now. But one of the reasons why I didn't make you a mod was because I noticed, like, on Jasmine's live streams, you just be blocking people randomly for no reason. And I don't like that. Like, you really be blocking. You blocked somebody because they had the same name as you, bro. Twice. And I was like, see, this why I can't have you as a mod. Because why are you doing that? Am I not fam? I was gonna say something as a joke. I'm a troll. No, you're not a troll at all. He really do. Or block them because they look like they smell. You did. You did block somebody because you look like they smelled. Like, bro, you be a little too power. Like, a little too power. What's the word? Power. Is power hungry the word? I don't think that's a word. But, brother, look, Shane is mine and Grimy is mine. I'm just saying, bro, like, you be blocking people just willy-nilly. And, like, don't get me wrong, it'd be funny sometimes, but sometimes I just be sitting there like, damn, like, they ain't even doing nothing. They just existed and said hi, and you blocked them. Like, or they say the wrong thing. I can understand him blocking if they say the wrong thing, but sometimes I seen you block people and I was like, dang, that's crazy. I remember that. He loves using his blocking shield. They did look like they smelled. My phone got dirty looking at them. That's crazy. Insane. Grimy, the way I'm about to be rolling. And again, the boy was looking like Medusa. Not too much on Medusa. Okay? Medusa was a vibe and they did her dirty. Lied on her name. Grimy just like my little brother. Like, I swear, some of the moments he's blocked people, it's just been like, but why though? Like, why you do that? Or the fact that you'll be blocking okay, you okay, girl, I know you be tired. But, for example, like, so, okay, I understand in the beginning or like the different times when you would block Electric. I completely understand it. However, there were some times where you would block him recently and I'd be sitting there like, why did you just block him though? Like he didn't do anything this time. This time he didn't do anything. People have to know there's a cause and effect to everything. I mean, sure, I completely agree. Just like there is a cause as to why you are not a mod right now, and that is the effect. Like, the more I see how you move in Jasmine's life, that's when I will give you your mod. I will give you your mod power, okay? I remember when he got tired of Electric and blocked him. Well, put him on timeout. I mean, it's Electric. You right. You right. Because sometimes Electric do be out of pocket. He do be saying some crazy stuff or be arguing, but like I that one well, it was like once or twice where you blocked him, and I was in confusion as to why you blocked him, but I could tell it's because you was probably annoyed by him. But I was like, dang, that's crazy. Now we never gonna hear the end of this. like we never gonna hear this. He will bring this up every chance. Like he's the dad and Electra's a toddler. Now the smelling part, I was just being funny earlier. Kanye equals no one man should have all that power. Man, no one man should have all that power. Anyways, he be like, he blocked me. And it's the fact that he'll tell us, he'll be like, see, y'all just be letting him get away with anything. He be blocking me and didn't even give a reason. And I'm like, dang, now we not gonna hear the end of this. He gonna bring this up for forever, bro. Just because of that one time you did it when you was not supposed to. I am Kanye of mods. Bruh. I'm just saying, bro, like, But, what was I about to say? I completely forgot. You know what? I think I'm gonna do something. I always give him a reason. Bro, some people like that don't need no reason. Like, because now we never hear the end of it. Like, look at what you do to us, bro. He be like, I'm Electric, pay attention to me. I'm gonna show him the attention he wants. But why though? Why feed into it? Okay, let's see. We're about to play. Let me see. Okay. Next year, someone should review Just Mercy for Black History Month. I'll have to look at I can't look at it now because I'm not logged in. I have to look at what the search is like, because I normally only do reactions based on search. Just a heads up, you guys. So I'm going to attempt to finish Moesha, the series. However, to be honest, Girlfriends is in the works right now. And yeah, you guys will be getting weekly episodes of Girlfriends come either the middle of September or like the third to last week of September. I can't remember how I set it up because I was trying to match up Girlfriends to the holidays, the way that the episodes come out. And then I also have some I have movie reactions coming out. So yeah, you guys can get ready to see that since I do be taking hiatuses, but now it's time to get back on track and hopefully I can get monetized. I'm still debating if I'm gonna put the new release out 2 or 3 weeks before or a month ahead. I'm still debating on that. Completely still debating. But I don't know yet. Every time I do content for Black History Month, it kind of flops. That really sucks. Because Migas don't be caring about Black history. I think it just depends on what it is. Like, I think it just depends on how popular the movie is right then and there. And I'm going to catch up on y'all videos this week, and I plan on getting off on time. Oh, I appreciate you, Guru. Yay, so hype. Yes. Fake gay blacks. Yeah, still want to throw that you get monetized party. Girl, I really been slacking on this channel. Don't get me wrong, like I was looking at my watch time, and my watch time is actually still decent, but I feel like I do need to drop some content soon because I feel like um some it's a lot of videos that are still getting pushed that I posted a while back. However, I do need to make or post more reaction videos. I'm really excited though because I'm going to be doing a cosplay. I might do two. I got to see how I feel, but and I gotta see how my money looks. But I might be doing this cosplay and I'm gonna be doing a movie reaction for this one movie. And I'm really hype about it. Like, however, the movie is out of print and it's almost never on streaming platforms. So I'm gonna have to look into getting that movie on DVD. But if I end up doing this year, if I end up doing it this year, I'm gonna be mad excited, mad hype about it. They really don't, but if I use something of the other counter period of the other counterpart or baddies, people will flock to it. Girl, people like mess, unfortunately. Counter period. You can rent movies on YouTube. So this is the issue, right? If I rent a movie on YouTube, that gives me, I think once I start watching it, it's either 24 hours or 48 hours they give me. And that's not enough time for me to edit a video. Like, I would have to commit 2 days to doing nothing else but edit, like, basically watching that movie, editing the clips out that I need, or the screenshots that I need. And I don't know what screenshots I'm going to need until I edit, which makes things very difficult for me. Which is why it's normally easier for me to just have the physical DVD for some stuff. Or if I know stuff is going to be on a streaming platform, it's easier for me. Actually, let me see if the movie is available right now. Excuse me. Let me see. Because I'm going to be so hyped if I could get this costume and do this reaction. Because I know it's going to be fire. Where is it? Where is it? Ah. I hate when they do stuff like this. I got these nails on. I didn't mean to put that. I see you out here twiddling your nails, girl. Yeah, it's not available right now, unfortunately. Ah, that's what I should have bought. I definitely just did an Amazon purchase, and I should have just added it to the cart, but I kind of want a new disc. I don't want it to be used because I don't want to have issues if it scratches. I can't lie. I bought ATL on YouTube when it was free on Tubi. I haven't seen ATL in such a long time. Oh, don't take my black card, but I've never seen that movie. ATL? I've seen ATL a few times, and I don't know. It's nothing to write home about, but it's like a nostalgic classic, you know what I'm saying? I would say watch it once to see if you like it. I was still supposed to react to Baby Boy. I knew it was something I was supposed to react to this summer. My husband wants me to react to Baby Boy so bad. And I keep telling him I really avoided reacting to it, but I ended up buying like a 4-pack DVD. And I got Baby Boy, and he was like, please tell me when you finish reacting to it because I want to know your thoughts. And it a few other people that wanted me to react to Baby Boy, but I was like, bro, I feel like it's just gonna piss me off. I really feel like it's gonna annoy me. Try to pick something specific. Something specific. Try to pick some specific topic for Black History Month, or just put people onto what you found. I think it just depends. Like, I could understand if people were like Malcolm X might do well, like a Malcolm X movie or a Martin Luther King movie did well, or like Rosa Parks, something specific. But or that one Michelle Obama with Viola Davis holding her face like that. I use that meme all the time. I've never seen that movie, but I use that meme so much where I'm just like, why did they have you holding your mouth like that? Michelle do not look like that. Michelle Obama does not look like that. Nunu was dumb. So, you know what's so funny about ATL? Nunu gives me, what's T.I.'s son name? The one that be acting like he was poor? I mean, not poor, but acting like he from the hood. Literally, ATL Nunu is basically T.I. youngest son, I think. Like, because he be acting that way, or he was acting that way. I can give it a watch. You should. I saw ATL in theaters. It was not my choice. Squat and F. Squat and F. What is that? You never seen Baby Boy? No. Every time it was on there, I avoided it. I didn't okay. Truth, right? I was never a fan of Tyrese as an actor. Like, and I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to get canceled. But let's just say, whenever Baby Boy was on, I avoided that movie so bad. I avoided it so bad. So therefore, I've never seen it. When you get to that part, let me know. What is Squat and F from? Is that from ATL or from Baby Boy? Malcolm X was the longest movie ever. Denzel was perfect for Malcolm X. That's what I heard. I heard Malcolm X was a long movie. The way I was going to review that movie and seeing how long it was and said, hell no. I remember that when you said you were thinking about reviewing it and you saw it, you were like, nope. Literally, that's King Nunu. Yes. You're like, I'm not going to get in trouble, and not. Tyrese said he hate BBWs. That's unfortunate. You know, a lot of guys don't like BBWs. But again, if you got a personal preference, that's fine, but we don't have to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to disrespect or degrade people that are not your type, you know? That's from Baby Boy. Oh. Maybe I'll add that to my roster too, since I said I was supposed to react to it this year. I'm thinking it would probably be best for me to do one movie reaction a month, and then just do my TV show reactions because it's easier for me. And then I might add some music reactions, because I know it was a few music reactions I'm dropping in August that are easier for me to edit. He was good in Transformers. Oh yeah, he was in Transformers. I actually never seen any of the Transformers movies all the way through. That's on my list as well of movies to watch. What is this? I love BBWs. Personal preference. I love that for you, man. I like skinny 1-2s. They all need love. I'm an older man that love all women. I can't believe he said that. I love all women. I mean, you like what you like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with liking what you like. I just don't like, this is the thing that I don't like. I love the Transformers movies. I heard that they were good, but this is the thing that I don't like. I don't like when people hate a certain type of person, when it comes to preference, or when they drag them or disrespect them. But I also don't like when people fetishize a specific type of preference. Like, either of those. Like, I don't like the extremes. I don't like the extremes when it comes to hate, and I don't like the extremes when it comes to, oh, I like BBW, or I like skinny women, or I like women with big butts or big boot. It's like, it should be a balance, no fetishism. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Why are you putting him on the spot like that? What's wrong with, so this is the issue, right? If you have a fetish for somebody, that means you more than likely do not like them themselves. You like the thing that you have a fetish for. So it could be hard to tell if you actually like that person because you like them, or if you like them because of the fetish you have. And the only reason why I know that is because I've seen that happen with different people who were BBWs. And I've seen men fetishize them, just like I've seen people of other cultures fetishize black women. And it's very evident. Like, it's like, there's one thing to, have a personal preference, and then there's another thing to fetishize something, because it's like, okay, are you actually liking that person, or do you only like that person because of that? It's just like foot fetishes. It's like, sure, I like going out with you, but I need to see you in that sandal, girl. I need to see you in that thong sandal. Like, I'm just saying, it's levels where it's like some stuff is just too much. It's too extreme versus, oh, I actually like this person. Oh, she has nice toes. She has nice feet. But I like the person that those toes are attached to. Not, babe, if I ain't seeing them toes, I don't want you. If I ain't seeing them feet, girl, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You can't come out the house. But like, personally, a girl with pretty feet is one. I mean, nothing wrong with liking pretty feet. It's just, if it's an extreme fetish, it's different. It be dillion. Ain't nothing wrong with my thick queens. I have all the Transformers physical copies. Love to see it. Feeling like the price is right with grimy pulling people on the spot. Literally. Thick is in. It is. I prefer to see heels, but I see what you're saying. Price is right. Come on down, Jazz. Bruh. Bruh. But yeah. But, what was I about to say? I do not need banana pudding, but I'm really thinking about it. And it's 10:36. It's after my cutoff time. I hate that for me. Hey, hopefully you have on heels. You just kidding, just kidding. You do not be kidding. But anyways, but yeah, I think he's a hot mess. He is. But what y'all doing this weekend? Y'all got any plans for the weekend? I don't know why I feel sleepy. I'm gonna try to edit a video when I get off of here. How much time do y'all want? About to go see Odyssey. Let us know how it is. Um, I'm watching Spider-Man with my girlfriend and my stepson. Okay, okay, I see you. I'm supposed to be seeing Spider-Man as well this weekend. We want forever. I love that poem. I've never read the Odyssey. It's on my list of stuff to read though. The only Odyssey I know is the one that was on Arthur because DW made up a version of it on Arthur. Just kidding. 10 years. 30 minutes. I could do 30 because that'll make it an even 2 hours for me. Stepson. Oh, got on now, Mark. 10 minutes. Spider-Man. It's pretty beautiful, the lengths that a man will go to get back to his family. You know, all that reminds me of is Dracula Untold. That's one of my favorite vampire movies. And it's probably one of my favorite versions of Dracula, apart from Castlevania Netflix Dracula. Ugh, it's something beautiful about it. A man striving to protect and get to his family. You know what? I kind of have a personal question for you, Mark. So, how do you feel about being a stepdaddy? Cause I remember you got me feeling sleepy now. Y'all be safe. Okay, Cajun, have a good birthday. Thanks for stopping by, man. But how do you guys feel about being, I guess, step parents? Because like I think I told y'all before, I dated two people who had kids in the past, and I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the concept of it. Like I always think it's I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, oh wait, I asked y'all this before. Never mind. I don't think I asked Mark before. Oh wait, or was Mark in there? I can't remember. It was awkward at first, but now 3 years into it, it's not so bad. See, I love that. I love that. You already know my view on being a stepdad. I wouldn't trip. Yeah, I completely forgot that I asked y'all, but I think it was Mark. I can't remember if I asked him. I feel like he probably shared his. I can't remember. I think we had to grow to like each other. Okay. I think it also depends on the age because I feel like it's kind of harder if they're not young. I feel like it's easier when they're younger versus when they're like middle school, teenager. You know what I mean? If I dated somebody who had kids, because as I'm getting older, gonna have to see that as an option, I welcome it, but my limit, but my limit, they have two kids and they be willing to have another one. I feel that. See, and that save you pushing some more kids through your coochie. You only gotta do one. Man, I know a few people who just be having kids back to back to back, and I'm like, girl, does it not hurt? Is it not sore? My gosh. My gosh. What's that one singer? That be singing? She be yodeling sometimes, but she sound real good when she yodel. What is her name? Cause she got like 12 kids. What is her name? Nothing in this world. Where is it? Where is it? What is her name? Kiki Wyatt. That girl got 12 some kids. She got so many kids. And I just be like, babe, is it not sore? Does it not hurt you? Ain't no way. Don't you ever think about swallowing? I mean, like, my gosh, bro. That too, when I met him, he was 8 now. He's about to be 12 soon, and I grew on him. I love that. I love that. Celine Dion. Celine Dion ain't got no 12 kids, do she? And adoption is not the same. I know a few people with back-to-back kids. Girl, I could not imagine. I just know my junk would be raw. Just aching. And it's the mm-mm. And some people, they completely fine with doing that. They don't mind it. They're like, "Oh, I love having kids." I'm like, "Babe, if you don't get the hell out of my face." Like, please. Please. As a guy, we just sit back and laugh and have a cigar. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Y'all don't do no heave the hoeing. And you know what gets me is when people be telling how their husband or the father of their child has sympathy pains. I'm sorry, but that would piss me off. Like, I'm up here oohing and going through all this pain and moaning and groaning, and then I hear you doing it. Mind you, you ain't going through anything. And you talking about sympathy pains? Babe, don't piss me off. You want sympathy and you ain't even going through anything? Don't get me wrong. I understand that it's like a connection thing where they feel sad because they feel pity and they feel sorry for their wife or they girl and they going through stuff at the same time. I think you self-absorbed and you playing in my face and you acting like you got pain going with you, but I'm the one that got real pain. Instantly, I'ma just be side-eyeing you like, you want me to put you out, don't you? Like, now, Jasmine, some swallow tastes nasty. Bruh, listen, then they need to change their diet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to change their diet, Eat some more fruit. A little H2O with no more water. Whoa, swallow. Have you ever been swallowed up? You know what? Let me shut up. I almost said something to you, Jazzy. Will y'all, with the exception of Jasmine, will have kids back to back? Mm-mm. Now, what do you mean by back to back, T-Berries? Like, do you mean, let's say you have a baby this year and then you have a baby the next year? Or do you mean like you have a baby this year and then you have a baby 2 years later? Yeah, I want 2 kids. Grimy, hush you. So, swallowing. You experienced it, I see. Wait a minute, you're swallowing? That was a long time ago, back in college. My mom did say my dad did get sick. Wait, what? It was back in college. Oh, Lord, what a can of worms did I open? But he still went to work. It was just that one time. Just once. How you know what different swallow tastes like? I still remember. Never mind. Irish triplets or ghetto triplets. Okay, let's Google what that is. Irish triplets. Meaning. Irish triplets mean 3 children born to the same mother within a span of 36 months, 3 years or less. Are those triplets like, no. I could understand if you said one and done. Like, oh, I have 3 babies at once, bet. But back to back, coochie no rest, body no rest. Ugh. That sounds like a lot. Okay, is ghetto triplets the same thing? Ghetto triplets. Three children of the same age with the same father but three different mothers. Derek, Eric, and Erica are ghetto triplets because their father impregnated three women. I'm so mad at Urban Dictionary. Why would they say that? Like, Urban Dictionary is so funny to me sometimes. I know it ain't supposed to be salty. It really depends on the person's diet, man. Truly. Freaky hours. You sound like a little one that just got into her mom's text messages to her sneaky link. Ugh. I'm asking how you know, Jazzy, you little nasty. But yeah, I couldn't imagine. I've seen people do it where they had kids back to back. And people do it all the time. But I know sometimes the doctors even be mad at people because they explain, especially if it's like a woman who ripped during the process of giving birth, they'll always be like, you're supposed to wait for a certain period of time before you hop back into the sack, but some people won't wait. And I know the doctors be mad frustrated because, the woman body is still healing. So I'd like to talk to my lawyer first before answer. She said, I plead the fifth. I am your lawyer. You held back this information before we went to trial. What is she on trial for? What is she on trial for? Your lawyer is saying, speak your truth, Jasmine. Trial, my butt. I escaped trial. You guys, she's on foot. She's on the flea. Jasmine, you said I've overshared too much. This is the trial of California versus Captain Swallow. Crazy. That's crazy, Grimy. Because why they need to know this information as a California state? She ain't ruined no property or caused damages. Let's see. What was I about to look up? But yeah. The guy is suing her is the one she said wait. The guy is suing her is the one she said tastes nasty. Oh, so he's suing her for defamation? Like, I'm suing her because of emotional damages. Because she said that my swallow was not good. She lied on my pain. She lied. I'm so unserious. Defamation of character. Yeah, because it tasted nasty. And sue me. The peen was not peening. Girl. It be like that sometimes. Unfortunately. That's why it's so important to know what people's diet is like. I'm telling you, the moment somebody told me, oh, I don't drink water like that, you've lost me. You've lost me. Oh, I don't eat fruits or vegetables. You don't go to the doctor either, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You lost me. He probably was surviving off TV dinners since you were in college. TV dinners and ramen. Nice looking, terrible taste. It was community college, but I got you there. Bruh. They say it's supposed to taste like fruity bleach. I have no comment. No comment. I'm dying. This was a nice laugh. Gonna have me a crying in a minute now. Hmm. What am I about to do? My ex tasted like sweet metal. To be honest, um, I believe a lot of women have a similar taste, like that, or so I've heard that it is a metallic taste. But again, I think it really just depends on your diet too. I don't know T-berries because I've heard that like on I was reading something recently on social media and a lot of guys were saying that actually. And I was kind of wondering. I was like, huh. It almost makes me want to ask my husband like, "Hey, what you think I taste like? What do you think?" Cuz I've actually never had anybody tell me what the taste remnants were. You know what I'm saying? But now it's got me curious. What do you think? What do you think? You know, my diet is filled with fruit and veggies, quite protein, you know? So, don't rate me on a scale of a 1 to 10 because it's probably just going to piss me off. But please do tell. What do you think the flower tastes like? What do you think the petals that open? What do you think they taste like? I mean, she was pretty healthy. She ate really small amounts of meat, mostly vegetables and fruit, and a lot of juices. Yeah, like, again, I've heard people say that people, like, women taste like metallic, but it's not necessarily bad, or it's like I forgot what else they said. It was something else they said in them comments that women taste like. I think it's more so if it's strong, like super strong. Oof, we got 13 more minutes, you guys. It wasn't bad. It was more like sweet, like a kind of licorice. I absolutely do not licorice. I do not like licorice. Then again, I don't know if I like it because I haven't had it in a long time. However, I did like Twizzlers. I used to love chopping a Twizzler at both ends and then drinking my Sprite out of it. Oh, that junk used to hit like a it used to be good. It used to be so good drinking a Twizzler out of a straw like a Sprite. Why are we talking about this? How about them Steelers? I mean, I forgot how we got on this topic actually. I can't remember. I know nothing about football. That is a football team, isn't it? That's not basketball. That's a football team. Steal these nuts. Some girls I messed with tasted like gravy. Gravy? Now, like beef gravy, chicken gravy. Be needing a dental dam. Like I'm so unserious. You know what did I be trying to they be having the little not sauces. What is it called? The little flavors. Oh, the lubricant seasoning. I don't know. They be having flavors. Like, I've never tried any of that stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I think about it, I may have to look what's on Lover's Lane and see what they've got. Hmm. like mashed potato type gravy. You was going in, wasn't you, to town? Eating good. I couldn't be no man. She would have had me. She would have had me. Can't even hold you. But anyways, but but yeah, no lie, that didn't sound bad. Listen, you get you some pork chops and just dip right in. you just be like, let me just cut this pork chop up and just let me take a little dip. I don't need to buy no sauce. You got it. I'm so unserious. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's change the subject. um, let's see. What do we have here? Okay. So question for you guys. Would you rather have telekinesis, which is the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Which would you rather have? Telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Personally, definitely telepathy. Why is that? Why would you want to be able to read people's minds? I don't want to read anyone's mind. People be having nasty thoughts. This is true. They definitely do. Telepathy for sure. I mean, you can have so many advantages being able to read people's minds. So, personally, it depends on the level of telepathy. Like, do I have a choice to read their minds, or is it like Jean Grey where she couldn't control it? Because if it was like Jean Grey level where she was just automatically listening to people's thoughts and she didn't have control over it, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I was able to pick and choose whose mind I was reading, honestly, I probably still wouldn't want to read people's minds. Because I feel like if you could read somebody's mind, I feel like it would be hard for you to have relationships of any sort after a while, because you would either be invading people's privacy, or it would cause you to have trust issues. Because it's like, why are you reading someone? Like, for example, let's say you started reading someone's mind that you did trust. And it's like, well, you obviously don't trust them if you read in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Even though it sounds kind of wild, if it's a girl you like, you know how to get her. But that's manipulative, though. That sounds horrible. Like, that means you could be forcing a relationship you're not supposed to even be in. Because what if you're not the actual person who she's meant to have because of this telepathy? That's just like, to me, that's like when guys would ask me what type of guy I like when they would get to like, you know, be trying to be in a dating phase. And sometimes that junk would annoy me because it was almost like they were trying to get the rule book on me, or like if somebody was trying to be cool with me and they were trying to see if they were going to date me, they would be like, oh, what type of guy you like? And they would try to become the guy that I liked. Like, no, you can't use, you're not supposed to use it for personal gain. Not like that. If you were trying to impress an employer, you would know what they want you to do. I can agree with that one. Like, that's where the ethics are lost on me. I would absolutely like that for that part. But I feel like when people feelings are involved, when it comes to like relationships, I feel like that's something you shouldn't use it for personally. Mark and Grimy, will y'all call people out? You can stop a problem before it happens. You can save a lot of people. You could, if you know how to adapt to like navigating talking to people, I guess. I don't know if I would want to read somebody's mind. I wouldn't personally. I would always call them out, which could potentially cause issues. Potentially could cause issues because, yeah, you could call somebody out and say they a liar, but now you got to express that you was invading their mind, invading their privacy. I think time travel would be nice. I would not like time travel personally. Although there is a question I'm going to ask you about time travel, though. Well, here's the real question. Can you turn on and off your power? I would say no. Initially, no. You would have to learn to turn it on and off. I think if a guy truly likes you and they are willing to do the things that you like, I don't find anything wrong with it. I can understand that if they've been talking to you for a period of time, but initially, you don't know anything about this person. You just know about the way they look. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, that would seem as though it would be more manipulative because it's like, it's not natural. You're using a secret guidebook that you aren't supposed to know about. But if you go against your morals and do things that she would like, but you don't really approve of, that's not cool. I agree with that. I mean, I would hold certain things in, but only for my advantage. Imagine if you make a mistake at work, your boss will be calling you a dumb effer in his or her mind. Like, could you imagine? You would learn so much about what people think of you, or what if you don't like what you hear? Or what if you find out stuff about people's personal life at home? How would you be able to even deal with that? It just sounds like a lot of overwhelming pressure to be able to read somebody's mind, to be honest. Okay, what about this? Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? 10 minutes sounds okay for me. 150 don't really matter to me because I ain't gonna be here. It really don't matter to me. And the thing that gets me about like being able to see the future is the fact that, okay, if I'm able to see the future, can I change it? Or is what I see what's going to happen? I can't do anything. You know, like on That's So Raven, she would see the future and she would try her hardest to change what was going to happen. However, it would always happen because, to be honest, she low-key probably saw it. But yeah, 10 minutes in the future to see the winning lottery numbers. Low-key though, T-Berries, I'm with you on that one. Although, well, so this is what I would do, right? If I could see 10 minutes into the future, I would not pick big lottery winnings because, like, for example, I would probably play a lottery where it's like I could win 250,000 or something. And the main reason I say that is because a lot of times people win the big like jackpots and stuff, and it causes way more like bad things than good. Like, even if you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna use this money for XYZ, it's the issues of the people around you, and you know, people being fake to you or trying to use you or stuff like that. And it's like, bro, no. A lot of those lotto winners are broke within 5 years. Yes, a lot of them end up blowing their money or trying to help a whole bunch of people or they end up in situations where people steal from them or try to hit licks on them, or they become addicted to stuff. I don't know. I would pick small amounts and I would do it every few years. Where it's like, oh, you won this amount of money, you won this amount. But I would never do anything where it's like, oh, the Mega Million Powerball, 500 million. I would never try to win nothing like that. Never. You're going to be like Bow Wow in a lottery ticket. You know what? I have never seen that movie. Was that a good movie, Lottery Ticket? Because I never hear people bring that movie up. Like, they always bring up, like Mike and Roll Bounce. But I've never seen Lottery Ticket before. Lottery Ticket movie. The story follows a young man from Atlanta who wins a 370 million lottery and soon realizes the people from the neighborhood are not his real friends. Rough stuff. I just need to be an anonymous winner so I can live my life how I am now and still get what I want. See, that's what I would like too, but I know some states won't let you be an anonymous winner. Some states, you got to claim it, or you have to claim as like I forget what it's called. It's like you can register as like a group, and you can have a group of two plus people, and y'all can claim it that way. And I think you could have a lawyer claim it for you, but you would have to have a lawyer you trust, I guess. It was okay. If I win that lottery, I'm putting at least 60% into AI products. Right, everybody don't need to know, because there goes the people who be begging, for sure. Trust me, a trust. Yep, a trust would be the way to go, for sure. I would honestly probably set up a trust for like a few people, and that would be it. I would also invest into army weapon contracts. Grimy, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. I am going to keep my comments to myself. But yeah. It's been 30 minutes, you guys, so it's time to clock out. But I do appreciate you guys for coming through and stopping by and chatting with me on this Thursday night. I will be going live next Thursday, same time. I think I'll have a new video I'll post tomorrow and potentially Saturday. And yeah, y'all will be getting reactions from me in August. So I'm hype about that. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys stay safe. Have a great weekend. Clock out time. Love the live like always. I appreciate you, girl. Oh yeah, when did you say you were going live? Sunday? I'll definitely come to your Sunday live for sure. But I mean, see, just have anyways. You and your concepts, Grimy, is always interesting to learn about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, have a great night, Mark. Have a great night, Grimy. Have a great night, Jasmine. Have a great night, T Berries. I'll be seeing y'all again soon. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye, y'all. I'm a visionary. I wouldn't. You know what? You believe what you want to believe.